What's up, Portland property people? This is Zach Whelans with the Real Property Team. Got my new Real Property Team running shirt on, and I'm going for a running realty report today in Deering Center. So Deering Center is just across the way from Brighton Avenue and kind of centered around Deering High School and Longfellow Middle School. It was founded back in the late 1800s by Captain James Deering, who was kind of a local landowner, farmer, and kind of famous resident of Deering, which actually broke off from Westbrook and became Deering Town for about 30 years until it was incorporated into Portland itself in the late 1800s. So we're gonna go check out some homes there. I'll do some of my typical profiles of homes so that you get to see, you know, what it is, what homes have been going for in the last couple of years in Deering Center. It's a really cool spot. You'll get to see, I'll take you through it's got its own little downtown. So you can tell it used to be a town. It's got restaurants, it's got little cafes, coffee shop, one of the best bakeries in all of Portland. And yeah, it's a cool little spot. And kind of a town within a town, and you'll see why. So typically the houses are a little bit closer together in Deering Center, but there's also some great dog walking parks in Baxter Woods. And then you've got the huge, one of the big cemeteries over there, which actually has a lot of walking trails and hiking trails. It's got some ponds and stuff that you actually can see otters in, strangely enough. Otters and huge snapping turtles. We take our girls there over there all the time, and it's kind of a safe place for them to bike as an extended periods, kind of in the spring and winter time if we need to get them out on the bike. So yeah, come and join me on a tour of Deering Center. This will feature, we'll go for 5 houses today in Deering Center. It's kind of a bigger area. So yeah, this will be a good one. Again, leave any comments below that you want. Anything you want to know about Portland itself, housing market, what it takes to get into a house here in Portland, what things have been like in the last couple months, because things have changed a little bit. And again, you know, reach out. You know, we'd love to talk with you. Email, text, call, whatever you want to do. I'm more than happy to talk Portland, any of its neighborhoods and housing market with you. So join me on this one. I'll take some photos and video along the way. Again, this is a great little neighborhood close to mine, and we'll get ourselves up the hill here, up and across Brighton Avenue over to Deering Center. Okay, as you can tell, it's a pretty hot day. Still August, still summer. Anyway, we are here at Glenwood Street, just on the outside of, kind of outside edge of Deering Center. And you'll see some pretty large homes in here mixed in with some interesting little capes and that kind of thing. Some of these are duplexes, some of them are single family, some are triplexes as well, and some are multi-units. So you've got a little bit of a mix over here in this neighborhood, but plenty of single family homes as well. So this one is actually a little cape. And I remember this coming on the market, and I had some folks that were kind of interested in it. So it was only on the market for 3 days. It was real quick. It did go conventional. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. So similar to the one that we saw over in my neighborhood in Libbytown. If you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check it out. 3-bedroom, 1-bath cape. Cute little spot. Here we are, right here. So it's got a cute little backyard, nice gardens out front. So this was listed back in the spring, if I remember. And, you know, it listed for $489,900. So essentially $490,000, went conventional at $490,000. So my gosh, something that actually went right about at asking price. Amazing. And I think it's kind of an outlier in this neighborhood. A lot of these houses are huge, and this is definitely a little smaller, little cape, kind of sticks out in this neighborhood because it's smaller than everything around it. But nonetheless, a nice little house. So again, $490,000, conventional, just a tiny little bit above asking price. So as we go through these neighborhoods, just take a look around. I'll show you some of the other bigger homes right next to it. Take a look around. And I've got some of these older homes with big front porches, and some of them are multi-units, some of them are duplexes, some are single family. But it's a pretty cool neighborhood as well. So you'll see sometimes it's a little more compact neighborhood than mine. Some of, I guess, a little bit smaller lots, but nonetheless, you know, some beautiful type Victorian type homes, really nicely done. Nice tree-lined streets as well, and it's all centered. We'll get to Deering Center, which is the old, you know, it's the Deering High School, Longfellow Elementary School, the middle school's over there too. And then Baxter Woods, which is kind of a smaller park, but it's a big dog walking area right at the end of kind of this area that we'll be running through shortly. So the next stop is at Clinton Street, and I'll take you there next. Okay, we are on Clinton Street. Beautiful. Again, nice tree-lined street here. Nice homes here. Oh look, another gray house with a yellow door, just like ours. That really looks nice. Okay, we're looking for 113 Clinton Street. So typically these homes are almost next to Baxter Woods, and I gotta find the house. This is must for now. There. All right, 113, yeah. So 113 right here on the corner of James Street and Clinton Street. It's a nice, looks like a ranch, little brick facade. Okay, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. This was only on the market for 4 days. Again, it's another hot neighborhood, kind of a different feel than the neighborhoods like what I've already shown you in Rosemont and Libbytown. But nonetheless, a really attractive one. Some of that has to do with people really want to be near the high school and the elementary school. But again, it's just a desirable neighborhood. So again, this is 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It listed for $460. Okay, so similar to what we saw earlier on Glenwood at 104 Glenwood. And this one sold for $586,500. $586,500. Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, it's not a huge place. It's probably pretty compact, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, but nonetheless, $586,500 conventional. So that just gives you another little idea. Next, we're going to go to Leland Street. I'll show you kind of the edge of Baxter Woods, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so along the edge, one of the edges of Deering is Baxter Woods. This is named after former Governor Percival Baxter, who's got a lot of things named after him in Portland. And Baxter Woods is a big dog walking area, but it's got some trails through it. We have met with one of our little kids groups when my kids were younger, and they do little activities through here. But it's really a big dog walking spot. Some other runners. Good to see other runners out here suffering in the heat. Okay, so this is kind of one of the main thoroughfares through Deering Center, and that's Stevens Avenue. Stevens Avenue kind of cuts it in half here, brand new paving, and I'm going to stand in the middle of the road, take a chance. But we'll go down there after we go and see 123 Leland Street. Okay, right behind me is 123 Leland Street. We're right here, kind of at the edge of Deering Center. We've got the cemetery right there, and that kind of is that boundary edge of Deering Center. So Leland Street on the market for a whole week, 7 days. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, went conventional, listed for $475 and sold for $530. So really not that bad, but again, it's just 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Again, just showing that it is still a desirable neighborhood here in Portland. Okay, our next stop is on Maple Street here in Deering Center. This is right next to the athletic fields, the football field here at Deering High School. We've got a little woods and trail system here, tennis courts that are open to the public, and some of their practice fields here as well. Again, some bigger homes here. So we're going to find 50 Maple Street. It's listed for $359. It's a 3-bedroom, bath and a half. Only on the market for a whole whopping 4 days. And again, this is historic. This is the last 2 years. So we're, it's just things were being snatched up. 7 days or less. 7 days was kind of pushing it. And so yeah, 4 days is not unheard of in this last couple years whatsoever. So let's get down here a little bit. Nice houses. Here's 50 little Cape as well. Nice little house. 50 Maple. So again, listed for $359. $359 and sold conventional in 4 days for $418. So I think you're noticing it's not these huge over asking, but I'm sure it was just same bidding war. Call the other agent, call the listing agent, make sure you have a conversation, see what kind of information they're willing to share so that you have the best chance of getting your client home. I'm always like just have an open conversation. We're all in this together. We all want the same thing. It ends up being a competition, yes, especially in Portland, but we don't need the smoke and mirrors kind of thing, right? It's hard enough as it is. And, my clients, I definitely vet each one of my clients. If you want to work with me, it's, I'm just upfront. That's all it takes. I will go to bat for you 110%. Little houses like this, yeah, really cute. Nice neighborhood. It's really quiet. You've got that back privacy back there, close to the high school, but kind of wooded area. It's kind of neat. Okay, so we're kind of on the edge of, again, the athletic fields, the back side of the football stadium here. This little sunken area here, they flood in the wintertime, freeze over. A lot of pond hockey. It's a pretty cool spot. So we're going to come up to our last house here on Genie Street. And I think we looked at a house long ago on Genie Street, but take a look at it and then I'll show you Deering High School and kind of Stevens Avenue and kind of the Deering Center, the cafes and restaurants and stuff are. So